Hey guys, Gerald here. So I had a so this morning I went to an event by Mickey Holmes. Thank you, Donna Smith, the lovely Donna Smith, for inviting me. Um, we're at this event where we were standing around and talking with the sales manager, the builder, and the folks from McKee and some of the vendors. One of the other agents asked a question about the tariffs and what they thought about what would be the impacts of the upcoming tariffs as far as construction. As you know, as if you don't know, um, builders import a lot of their construction material, wood, definitely from Canada and other places. Um, so after that agent asked that question, and after a few moments of nervous laughter from the group, um, the sales manager and the purchase manager pretty much said something about along the lines of, they know that there will be an impact. They're just not sure how much of an impact it will be, and they're just um, you know trying to figure out or wait and see what the impact will be, and they plan on trying to communicate as far as much as possible with their clients as well as their vendors, and so forth. But my impression, I mean, it's pretty much my impression was that um, in the feeling that I'm getting is that with the current political and economic climate is that a lot of this uncertainty is that we don't know what's going to happen. There's a lot of uncertainties. Um, as um, as a real estate professional, when I'm advising my clients um, who are buying or selling, it has to be, I'm advising them, it has to be what they have to make the decision based on what's good for them and their family. If they need to buy a house and if they can afford it, and um, then it's definitely, let's look at the option. If you're a seller and you need to sell your house, where I do provide my services as a listing agent, we had that conversation of what exactly that needs to be done, looking at all the uncertainty in the real estate market. And I was also thinking, as a real estate investor, my different perspectives was, like the other day I posted a video about um, us dumping one of our projects that was in Warsaw. We dumped it for a small loss. That actually happened a couple of years ago, almost 2 years ago now. So I was just thinking, I can't imagine if we still what it's hard to imagine if we still had that property, and and what if I couldn't have dumped it, because the market has definitely changed since the last 2 years, right? The interest rates are still high, relatively high. Buyers are nervous. Sellers um, are nervous. A lot of sellers don't want to give up their their lower interest rates to sell a house, and if they don't need to sell, they're not selling. So there's limited inventories out there. House prices are still high, and construction material and prices are still high, and it's about to get even higher. So I was just imagine, what if I even couldn't have dumped that? What if we couldn't even have done or unload the house in Warsaw? Just thinking, the more issues we probably would have had within the last 2 years if I haven't had done it 2 years ago. Then I started thinking about the more recent transaction I had with my own one of my own flips. So I'm gonna do a video about this our Durham project that we just recently sold. But that's something that it took. There were a lot of challenges that we had to overcome, and luckily we were able to overcome it, and we did end up selling that house. Last month. It made some good money off it. But I'm just now start thinking about what if we haven't been able to unload that house as well, and with the uncertainty that's coming with the real estate market, You know, there's a lot of you know, things that you know, that's going through my head about how exactly will we manage as real estate professionals in this current climate, in this current market. I mean, Raleigh Durham real estate market is still very active, relatively compared to other areas of the country. We're still looking strong, but it's not. It feels like there's still a underlying something that's coming that I can't really put my thoughts together about that. But will it be another 2008 event? Will it be worse than how 2008 affected us in Raleigh Durham? Because in 2008, we were impacted by the financial market crash in 2008. We were affected, but not as much as other areas. But what if we have what if that or a similar type of event does happen in this area that we don't know about? And how will we or myself will be ready for that? So that those are things I've just been thinking about this morning after someone just posting that question about the tariffs impact. So it's just stuff that I'm just thinking about. I just feel like jumping on real quick to do this video. But yeah, just a lot of random thoughts right now. All right. Well, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.